Well, I guess David Pakman wants to do his best Ethan Klein impression, doing random fucking litigious lawsuits on people criticizing him for 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 stuff that seems rather inconvenient for him. We talked about the whole like liberal cope like chorus lawsuit, not lawsuit, Wired chorus article shit, and every single liberal commentator when they were talking about this did not engage with any of the arguments laid out by Taylor Lorenz within the article itself, and just like basically decided to just deflect consistently. But now we're getting litigious. Very cool. Says he's considering, he's considering being litigious, a defamation lawsuit against Taylor Lorenz. I've consulted with some of the top defamation attorneys in the country, lawyers who have won some of the largest verdicts, I think, in U.S. history. David Pakman, I am not litigious by nature. Sure, yeah. Yet you're engaging in a fucking, like, Ethan Klein-esque litigious fucking lawsuit against Taylor Lorenz's article because you're just mad about the fact that you might have received money from Chorus to push the Democratic Party line. Complete nonsense. All right, what's he got to say?
Well, I hate to start a show like this, but I do have to talk today about a defamation lawsuit. After Wired published a piece last week that made a number of untrue allegations and implications about me and other creators, claiming I'm...
Again, like has been said before, Taylor Lorenz's article has quite specifically said that these people, this cohort, has received money to be able to push particular fucking propaganda, right? That's the point. Now, David, have you been participating within any chorus-led events, right? From what I've seen on his channel, he has not participated within any chorus-led events. If you participate within chorus-led events, say talks with like Democratic senators or other politicians that are arranged by Chorus, which you did take money for, then it stands to reason that Chorus would have control over the things that you would have to say.
I'm taking money in exchange for letting someone dictate the content of this show or restrict what I'm talking about, and many other claims.
Inaccurate already. No. Taylor Lorenz did not allege that Chorus has full control over everything that you cover on your show. Completely and utterly false. That's not the fucking claim. The claim is that Chorus would have control during Chorus-led events. That they would be able, that they are the main people who would get like individuals or not individuals but specifically people from the Democratic Party, from the Democratic establishment. Chorus would be the main guys who would get Democratic politicians. They would be the talent agency, right? Similar to VShojo, Face Connect, all this other like VTuber like esque talent agencies, right? They would be the main guys who would get connections for you to do interviews or shows or collaborations with, what have you. They pay you money, you do the fucking interviews, but they have a lot of fucking control in terms of what you can talk about with those lawmakers, what can be said, what can be done within those fucking events. Chorus would have a significant say in those Chorus-led events, not with your general fucking channel. That was not what was alleged within the article. And again, like I've said before, do you really think that Wired would have let any of this go through without significant changes or edits, without them reviewing any of the contracts themselves? It consistently says within the Wired article itself that a lot of the testimonies and the contracts and articles within the deal with Chorus have been reviewed by Wired, and they let it through. That would mean that they didn't have a problem with what they were seeing, huh? Makes sense, right?
And implications. a whole bunch of you wrote to me and said, David, are you going to sue for defamation? Suing for defamation and winning is really the way to take control back and to prove that you didn't do the things you're accused of. Now, it's a fair question, and I want to talk about that today.
I feel like that's probably the dumbest fucking conclusion you could arrive at. Like, David, are you going to do a random fucking lawsuit for someone criticizing Democrat-led... not Democrat-led. There's no connection between Chorus and the DNC, but a organization that seemingly gets a lot of money, fiscally speaking, from a liberal dark money group, that being the 1630 Fund, and also, well, quite specifically, are the main middleman and the main thing that allows for a lot of these liberal content creators that they have in their cohort. Again, this is why I say it's like no different than a VTuber fucking talent agency or like Machinima or some shit. That they are the ones who set up all the fucking collaborations with Democratic politicians in particular and put in significant amount of stipulations saying how and with what you can engage in. Otherwise, you lose that fucking potential $8,000 a month. And by the way, not every fucking content creator in that cohort is getting $8,000 a month. Some of them are getting as low as $250 a month. So it's not all of them. That they might have some fucking potential connections to the broader Democratic fucking establishment, considering some of the sources where they get their money. Like 1630 Fund donates explicitly to Democratic politicians. And that they wouldn't want you to be able to push a particular party line when or being orchestrating when you are being a part of those chorus-led events. You know, just some food for thought. You know.
I didn't even plan on mentioning this entire fiasco again, but it really has taken on a life of its own. Over the last few days, I've consulted with some of the top defamation attorneys in the country. Lawyers who have won some of the largest verdicts, I think, in U.S. history. Mm-hmm. And I've been advised this could take 6 figures in legal fees just to get to the end without even a guarantee of getting the money back, right? I am not litigious by nature. I think all of you know that. I've never sued anybody. It would be stressful. It would be time-consuming.
Then why are you going ahead with this lawsuit? Like, what Taylor Lorenz alleged in the fucking article is not defamatory. It's just true. You can look this shit up. I've looked this shit up. Probably everyone's fucking looked this shit up at this point. I've seen the fucking goddamn Chorus-led events. Again, Chorus does its own led events where they secure Democratic politicians so they can have their talent because again, they are like a talent agency, have their talent interview those politicians, and you get paid for doing that fucking work. That's how Chorus fucking works. Again, that's what was outlined within the Taylor Lorenz article. You're just mad about the fact that you got fucking exposed for it. So, I don't know, get bent, stay mad. Like what else is there to say besides, I don't know, stay mad, David. Because that's exactly what fucking happened. You got money from Chorus. You haven't done any Chorus-led events, not that I saw on your fucking channel, not that I fucking know of. And you haven't done any fucking particular videos for them quite yet. Because I don't know if you've done any of that. You've said you participated within the fucking seminars. Okay, sure. You still got fucking money from them, and you're still being expected during those, again, I reiterate this, Chorus-led events and collaborations to push a Democratic fucking party line and propaganda. That is why, whoa, crazy, you are getting fucking paid for Chorus. That's how it works, which is inherently hierarchical and exudes a lot of fucking control. So what Taylor Lorenz is saying there is not ridiculous or hyperbolic in any way, shape, or form, because that's exactly the structure that Chorus is trying to maintain there, David. So I don't know. Frivolous lawsuit, this shit's not going to go anywhere. I think, again, these liberals are still just mad about the fact that their fucking dark money activities are getting fucking exposed for what they are. And that is dark money activities. And they just want to make the exact same kind of fucking audience like Republicans have. Completely uncritical, unthinking, death of fucking subjectivity audience viewers where basically they just go along with the blue team because it's the fucking blue team. Don't think there's really much else to say besides they just want to make their blue MAGA sloppy toppy fucking content. That's all there is to it.